Now this is our tablet video, and yes, I'm aware my voice might sound a little echoey or robotic right now. I'm trying to figure out my new microphone situation here, but I was testing out, still, trying to go back and trying my laptop speakers, but it's the laptop speakers are picking up the hum of my laptop fans, and honestly, this like slightly robotic voice is honestly a lot better than hearing that constant hum and that lower quality microphone. So I'm just going to stick with this, and hopefully it's not an issue. If it is an issue, let me know, and maybe I just got to get a different microphone or something. Just trying to figure out this whole YouTube situation, lifestyle, equipment, whatever these professionals are using. I'm sure I'll figure it out. But for now, it's just, growing pains, right? So I'm going to try and make this on I think I'm going to try and do that here. So let's go ahead and get started making tablet, or the mobile version. Let's start making this into the desktop version, and let's start these desktop styles on tablet. So right away, I know I need to make these. Are these display block? Yeah. So on tablet, I need all my images. Oh, this is going to be in Join, by the way. Sorry. Join. Okay, yeah, here we are. Tablet. So we're going to do display, inline block, and on, let's see, images. So we're going to go one above. I want to set display flex, and you don't have to set flex direction, because flex direction is row, which is left to right, horizontal. It's by that on default. If you wanted to do up and down, like in a column, flex direction column, but we don't need to do that. And I don't want it to wrap, so I'm not going to do flex wrap, and I want them to go to the edge of their containers, and I want them to have equal space in between them. So if I want them to go to the edge of the containers and push against each other, I need to do justify content, space between. So justify content is left and right horizontally. Align items is going to be up and down. So I want to justify the content, which is arrange them on the x-axis. I want them to have space between them, which will push them to the edges of their container. And I need to zoom in here. So it looks like we have a little bit of we got a padding on this one, join. So let's go one up. Padding left, 0. Padding right, 0. There we go. So they go against their little things here. Now, I need padding top and bottom. That's 20 and 20. So let's do this. Let's do all in one line. Padding, 20 top and bottom, 0 left and right. Oh, and these guys have their own margins that we have to get rid of. So if you don't remove the margins, actually just do margin 0. If you don't remove the margins in your flex items, they're just going to keep pushing against things. Let's see, margin bottom. Oh, I didn't put it on the images. I put it on the image container, so I want this margin 0. All right. Now this, is that really 20? Yeah, that's 20. It's just these are really tiny. So let's see, how big are you guys? Let's see, 240 tall. Okay, interesting. %. Where are they getting their width? 49%. Let's try width, auto, and let's see how I did this. Okay, so these looks like they're background images. So auto is just going to make that happen. So I need to actually set these widths. So $3.95, $6.10, and $3.95. If I want to do this by math, so this entire thing here is $14.40, I believe. Okay. So let's do, in my calculator, I'm going to do $3.95 divided by $14.40, and that's going to be 27.43%. So I want, I'm going to take these guys. I want the nth of type. I want the first, and I want the third. So this guy and this guy, they're $3.95, right? So width is going to be 27.43%. And this is 610. So 610 divided by 1440 is 42.36. So I'm going to do one here. This is me number 2. Width is 42.36%. Now let's just see if that worked at all. Let's see if maybe I'm just an idiot thinking he knows math. Okay, that's cool. That's proportionate. And we get that nice gap there. That looks like it's pretty good there. So we got that. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with that, actually. So they are their percentage widths of what they are in here. And since it's full width, when I do space between, these get pushed to the edge, these get pushed to the edge, and the space between these images will be even. So I don't really have to do any more placing. So let's see. So now I gotta do this. I think you're gonna be in the hero. Okay, so this is the hero image. So Kent Landing. Now, I think I need to push this. I need to make this taller. This section is, I think I gotta do the box. There and there, so that's gonna be 792. Our hero section is very small. So let's fix that. Let's just do 500 for now and see how that feels. Because this is tablet, so it's not going to be as big as desktop. And then I want Hero Kent Landing. Let's do bottom 0. See, why is that not working? Hero has position relative on it. Kent, oh, the container. See, the container is not the height, so I gotta do so the container goes to the bottom. And then we got hero. What is with this margin bottom? I'm gonna get rid of that margin bottom. when we get rid of that, our container still goes down because we have a padding top of 0. There we go. So now that's zeroed out. Okay, now we got everything as it should. Can't landing. Let's do a width of auto. So that's how it's supposed to be. And so here's the container. So let's go right 100. Let's try a little more. I'm thinking if I want the container to be, let's just do this. Let's do left 50%, margin right 100. So what's happening here is this is if the container gets any bigger. So like this container is 748 wide. I think its max width is 1,000. As the container gets wider, if I set its right value to like 100, that means when this container gets bigger, the right side of the container continues to move right because it's getting bigger. That means this will move with it because it's positioning itself right of the farthermost edge of the container, which keeps growing and going more to the right. I don't want this to move, so how do I absolutely position something inside a container and make sure it doesn't move? And that's how you do this trick right here. You do left 50%, and that basically positions it in the center of the screen based on its width, or whatever the width is. So if we get rid of this margin right, 50% is where it is, and then margin right, or oh, I also gotta get rid of, let's see, my right value is auto in case I think I have to reset that. So margin right, if I wanted to go more left, oh, it's not working. Oh, wait, right on left, margin left. There we go. I needed it to be a margin left, not right. So if I do left, I could have margin left. So if I want to keep going left, I give it a negative value. A negative margin left value takes it to the left, while a positive pushes it to the right. If you think like on the x-axis, negative is left, right is positive. So I'm just setting its position to be in the center of the screen. And then we're basically, if you see the margin, we're positioning off of this center line. So that's the center line, and we're pushing away from it, so that when the container gets bigger, it keeps pushing off of this center line, and it doesn't actually follow with the container. And that's how I want to do this. I'm going to push this over. I'm just going to do right there. And honestly, let's make this a little bigger, 6. Okay. And then, because I want this, I'm thinking how I want to do this. Let's see. Yeah, I'm just going to keep this separate. So I want, let's see, that background image here. That's the street. This has display none. I'll do width of 40%, right of 0. Position absolute. And where are you over here? So I gotta do a top 0 as well. Where's your height coming from? Why is this so off? Height 100%. There we go, just 100%. And we're gonna do z index of -1, because we want to go behind. So there's that. I'm just thinking if I want this to cover up here, because then I have to adjust this. So, and I think it looks better if it did go over. So I think what I need to do now, I need to go to my mobile wrapper and core styles on line 395. I need to do a position absolute, so it sits on top. And I'm going to set its width to 100% because absolutely positioned items don't have an inherent width. You have to set it. And we got to get rid of this background. This background. Okay. So now we got this. Okay. Now I need to go to the hamburger. And I think what I need to do is I'm going to add a background to it. So if we go to 420, this is the hamburger, position absolute, excellent. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add a pseudo element behind it. So I can separate it. And we're going to do that with our pseudo element code. Our generic creating an overlay pseudo element code that I'm sure I've gone through in this video plenty of times. And we're going to make it white so it stands out. I want it to be a border radius 50% width. I mean, how big are you? 30, so let's do 50. Or 50 pixels. 50 pixels. And inside I don't want to do display flex on the hamburger itself because I don't want to touch the other children in there. Touching children is bad. So I am going to do my positioning code. So it's already position absolute, so we don't need this. So this is the old school way of, again, this is the old school way of positioning, of centering. So position absolute, top 50%, left 50%, transform, translate 50, negative 50. And this should create a little box. Oh, and I need to put this below it. So z index, -1. That should create that. Oh, I gotta get rid of these. So now, let's see, it's not exactly centered for whatever reason. Let's see, box. Oh, that's because if you'll see, these aren't actually centered themselves. So what does it actually look like in here? So he's only got 2. So we got to remove one of these. So the after and the before, I need to remove. Is it the after? Is it before? So inner, is that the one that goes away? I gotta remove one of these. So let's bring this up. So we got our span. Okay, so this is our box, and this is our inner, and it has the befores and afters. So then I just need to take I'm just going to remove one. Okay, and that's not the one I want to remove. Let's remove this one. That's not the one I want to move. If I remove hamburger inner, then the whole thing is removed. If I do display none here, the whole thing is gone. So I don't want that. So if I just do because it's in the center. I don't feel like messing with it. So let's just bring these guys down. 6. So I think they're too far apart. 6. Two. These don't seem to be moving. Is it because of this? That's better. Yeah, these have to move. I could just make that after come here, and now I got 2. Okay, I think I got something here. How big are you? Okay, looks like they're 3 tall. My hamburger inner. Okay, so height 2, we're gonna do 3. So they're bigger. Okay, and then I want my hamburger box. So we're gonna take this, and I want everything to display flex. I want it to align in the center. So justify content center, align items, center. So this is up and down, this is left and right. So I do that, it should center everybody. This is inner. So let's see if I get rid of this, and then if I take this before, spread it out a little bit, and then okay, so there's that. So now I got my 2. There's that. Okay, I think I have to remove the 6. So here I think I have 3, 5, 6, 8. I'm just trying to center it now. 9. I think 10. Okay, so this should be about centered. It looks like it looks pretty close. It looks like I need more space with that before. bring the inner back up a little bit. Too wide. 8. 7. I think 7's a good one. Okay, so that disappears that, and then this pushes it down more. That looks pretty good. And also, border radius 2 pixels. That make them round. Doesn't look like it's working. I wonder why. Oh well, I got that. It works. Wonderful. So let's zoom out. So that's there. That means, well, I don't like how this is touching now. So we have to move our hamburger box over. Right, 10. That's going to be on 424. So right, let's do 20. Okay, that feels better. Now let's go back to style, and I think it's the H1. So let's get our landing, background image, so container, so landing is that image, so I think H1. Okay, so it looks like that also moves that down. Let's see. So if it's on here, let's push it on the top. But if I do it on the container, if I do a padding and I push everything from the inside of the container, so if I push from the top on the inside, 200 pixels, that does what I want. Okay, it's pushing. See, now it's on the container. The container is pushing this all the way down, and this is set to top. This image is set to be the top of the container. So I keep the container at the top. So this is positioned against the container. And this pushes down anything that is not already absolutely positioned on it. And let's make this come down more. So let's do, let's try 280. Okay. So this is going to be, all right, 40 pixels. Line height, wonderful, auto. I hate it when it's auto. And then width, you are, let's say 400. Let's see what this looks like. Well, that's just awful. I think I gotta do width, 100%. Why is this, what the heck is happening here? Container. Max width 900. This is a 900. This is 380. Hero. Hero's width is 400. I think that's from mobile with 100%. Interesting. With the 400, 768, is there a, oh, H1, good Lord. Help make a better Bainbridge, help Make a better Bainbridge. Let's make a better Bainbridge. Looks like the message changed. Okay, and then I want to control that span. So you see this span right here that has better Bainbridge. It looks like, let's make, yeah, so we need to set that to display block so it jumps on a second line. Okay, and I don't like that line height. Let's try 45. Let's try 55. And that's not enough. 65. Hello. Alright, that feels better. And I think we got to drop the font size down so that it fits this better. So let's do 34. That's better. Let's drop this to 55. Okay, and this is now 300 wide. That's going to be my H2. Whoops. Width. And font size 24. Let's just do 1.4M. Is that too much? That might be too much. Try 1.3. And margin bottom 30 on this. Let's push that down. I think that works for mobile, for at least tablet. What I can do, I think I need to shrink this height. So these images, let's try making them like 190 instead. Yeah, it feels a little better, a little more proportional, I should say. Let's see. This actually needs to come. Looks like this needs to be like on the last 50%. This is not the last 50%. So on my hero, let's go back up here. On the background image, let's do 30. There we go. That's spaced a little better. So that's now that this is our tablet homepage. Now let's, because we're not, the navigation is like this menu bar, like mobile nav that we had up here. Now that it's position relative, it's not pushing down on anything. So we actually have to take our UL, side nav, UL, where are you at? So we have to take this, margin top 100. So we gotta push this down, get in touch. Looks like I gotta edit these. It's not how I want it to look. That's not a good looking mobile menu. So let's go fix this. So 494. Side nav UL, margin top. Let's just do 80. And then so side on top. So button solid. I think I want to do on top button solid. So this is a side nav UL. Side nav UL dot button solid. So I want the button solid class element that is inside of this side nav UL. I want to target this button solid specifically, and I want to remove your background. No pound sign, and I want your color to be 292929. And then your line height is 28 pixels. And let's see. So we had to change the font size as well to 15. And then text align right. Okay, now it looks normal. But our Facebook button. So let's put a class in our Facebook button. Set a class, li Facebook. So now let's do this again. This one I want to be that little circle, whatever you are. So what we're going to do is it's going to be width of, let's see, what are you in here? 50/50, mobile, let's do 35 pixels, height 35 pixels, background, black, border radius, 50%. I want to center whatever's inside of it, display flex, so we need justify content for left and right, center, align items for up and down, center, and let's see what this looks like. So if I hit this, okay, so there's that, and now I need, so it's FB, so let's do color, white, so there's that, and what's happening here? Looks like you got a margin right, 0. Oh, I also have to display block. Interesting. Just wondering why this is floating off over here. So if I remember inline block. Okay. Okay, let's get rid of this padding. And actually, we have a Facebook icon. So can't Scott images. Oh, looks like I already got Facebook. So let's put that in here actually. Let's do image tag / images, Facebook. And we're going to do ARIA hidden. So we can hide it from screen readers. ARIA label. So the label is on the A tag, which is its parent. So that means you can just hide this inside. So the screen reader will ignore this, and it'll just read this because it doesn't need to know anything about this. Let's put that in there. Let's see what that does. Where are you? Okay, so it looks like this has a display none on it. So I gotta take this. Oh, I have to set its width. Right now it's like gigantic. Width 10 pixels, height auto. Margin 0? I'm just trying to figure out why this is misbehaving. Here's the A. So this A is inline block. Let's try doing this. And I'm gonna make this position relative because I'm using position absolute. And that looks like that did better than Flexbox. Oh, probably because I reset Flex and I set it to display. So let's just remove this since obviously we don't need it right now. It's just easier doing it this way. Width, let's try 17. That looks fine. This is getting in the way. As you can see, I can't click on Kent's story. So we got an issue here. I want my UL. C index 1000. Position. It does not have a position on it. So position relative. Now let's see. No. This mobile nav is getting in the way. Side nav. Okay, let's try this. Side nav. Z index 1000. What the heck? Let's try 0. Why am I still getting this? So this is the mobile. Okay, this is the mobile wrapper. I think this is one of those things where I gotta take the hamburger. So I think this is the problem. I gotta take the hamburger out of here. And I gotta put it inside here. And then I can take this Z index off this mobile wrapper. There we go. Okay, so mobile wrapper in 399. I could take this off. So what was happening, because this hamburger button is attached to this, the mobile wrapper. So in order for this to show up on the navigation here, I had to have the sidebar on top so that the menu slides in and it's underneath it so that this is still on top so that we can use it. However, that was blocking the list, so I had to move the hamburger outside of the mobile nav up here. Now I had to put it inside the navigation so that it is part of the navigation now, and the navigation can be on top of this, which includes this. Easy peasy. Except when this is clicked, this is not. This is not even. And that bothers me. So what I want. I'm trying to think how I'm going to do this. So if I make this, if I make this background white, that white will be taken care of. So 464. If I make this white, right, now you can't notice it, but you can't see this. So what I need to do now is I need to go to my box shadow generators. Box shadows. Let's pick a box shadow, shall we? This is what I use to just grab some really quick box shadows instead of having to do it myself. So I use what? Get CSS scan.com/CSS box shadow examples. So let's go with, I like this one. So we're going to copy that, and then we're going to add it here. So now we got a neat little box shadow. So at least you can separate it. Just like that. It looks like white is part of the scheme. So yeah, I think that's what I'm going to do. That works for me. Cool. All right, now that's done. Now that we've got all that figured out, we're going to go down here. And we can't do side by side yet. So I think I just got to make them a little wider. What is this? Join? This is in qualities. All right, so we're going to do qualities. This is the item. Let's take this. Max width 450. All right, and qualities. I don't like this. This is too tight. So padding, we're gonna do 100 pixels and 0. We're gonna give that some space. And again, we're gonna have to center this. Oh, I don't want a padding bottom here. So instead, see, here's qualities. Oh, that's right. This learn more is part of this. So technically, so I think, how do I want to do this? First of all, why is this here? I think I got mixed up. This doesn't have to do with this. This has to do with this. So if I go back to mobile, this should actually be inside of here. So what's happening? So this is under learn more. So I do that. Yeah, I think this is what I'm going to do now. So I got, let's get rid of this order. And then there's another order here somewhere. There we go, order 1. Wait, no, that's not order. There it is, order 2. And center. Center. I mean, that's how it should be. I don't know what I was thinking before. Jesus. This has a margin bottom on it that we need to get rid of. And this. So where does this learn more picking up its extra? Learn more. I'm just wondering why there's a space here. Let's get rid of the flex. I don't think we need that. So why are you doing this to me? Hide auto? That didn't do it. This is so weird. I don't know what this is. Is this creeping into it? This is, there it is. Item is pushing against it. So I need to go into qualities. Add a padding bottom. Oh, this is still. Why is this pushing against it? Like what beef do they have? Who's doing what to who? Fascinating. For some reason, this section is pushing down on this section. Maybe if I remove the margin? Last of type. So I want the last item to have a margin bottom of 0. But if I add that, the qualities, what the heck is going on in here? This is kind of bothering me now. I don't. Huh. So let's try, let's undo that. Instead, maybe the problem is I added it here. Oh, no, I know what it is. It's the before. Oh, because that's how I did it. It's this before. So we're going to none this. There we go, because it was the thing before. And I forgot we had the pseudo element on the H2 to create that background, because that's what we're going to need when we go here. Okay, so we set that to none. And then, 50 pixels 0. Okay, that's good. And story. So this one, we can actually do, and this is the the ID of story. Padding top is 0. So get a picture there. Blah blah blah. Okay, back to tablet. Okay, so now these things look as they should, but I need to I need to rein them in. So this learn more. Actually, if we go here, the H2, let's set a max width of 500 pixels. Margin left auto, margin right auto, so that we can center it. And that's a little too small. Let's do 600. There you go. So these guys will continue. This H2 will continue growing from mobile to tablet until it reaches this size. And then on tablet, I want learn more. I want it to be 100 pixels padding top and bottom. Yeah, more space. Yeah, I like more space. Let these things breathe. And now this chair doesn't seem to fit here. So again, we're gonna have to remove the chair. Because I just don't think we can fit it, because the chair goes to the left. And honestly, I don't think we can fit it. We need to simplify. So we remove the chair. This is under story. Wait, why is this in Learn More? What the hell am I doing? Story, and now so this story I want padding top, and I want a padding bottom of 100 as well, but we gotta, this has a margin top on it, looks like. Margin top 50 on the CTA. So let's remove that. Story.cta, margin top 0. Okay, and then we could do padding bottom 100, or not. You don't have to, I guess. Oh, that's because it's here. So actually, because this is inside of story, I need to set its margin top here so that I can push it. And honestly, these are too wide for this, so I want to grab both by targeting story. Max width of 600 pixels. Margin left, auto. Margin right, auto. Oh, I see. Now I'm gonna break these up. So container. Okay, these are outside. So if I just do story container, great. Yeah, because the CTA, this is this. This is outside of the container. So if I set the container to be the width of 600, it only affects what's inside of it instead of the CTA, which can be full width still. So this looks better. Instead of being, you know, 100% touching, I like this better. It makes it easier to read. It doesn't feel as messy. And now we need to do story. So we need to go to, so now we need issues. So 100 and padding top. There's a, let's see, there's a padding 50, so let's do padding top 50. So that'll be 100, 100. Same deal with this. We need to make this padding 100, so story CTA. Let's do all stories. Story CTA. Oh, no. I just want this one to be my 101 top. And then I want my story.cta. So I want all of them to be padding top 100 and bottom. Right? Why is this not getting it? Oh, padding top. Okay. There it goes. So that's there. That looks like you. Now this one. This is just strategy. Is that this one? Wise strategy. Okay. So strategy. Yeah, we're going to keep strategy the same. So if we go to strategy here. And we're just going to keep that same deal. But this, we have an orphan. So H2, max width of 600 pixels, margin left, auto, margin right, auto. And let's change this to 5 then, 500. Oh, here I am doing less again, you know, sass again, so I gotta get rid of that. And let's try 6. Let's see what 6 looks like. That's fine. We don't have any orphans. And this this, I actually want the gallery. Wait, I'm in gallery? Come on. Strategy. There we go. I was wondering why I was in gallery already. So in gallery, actually, I just want to copy this. Let's see, how high do I want it? I want it to go lower. So my before is actually going to be 200. All right. So there's that. Now we got our contributions, our donate. And again, that is where I want the container. Max width is 600. Margin auto. Says in the center. Donate 100. That's spaced out nice. And now our footer. Honestly, I think the footer's got to stay the way it is. So footer tablet. But the only thing is I need to add more padding. So, because you see this padding right here, too small, especially when this is so big. You see, so big, so small. So no. So padding. Oh. Because this is part of it. So now this. So you do footer bottom. Margin top 100, so that's an even one. This, I don't think we can go a long ways yet, so we're going to keep that the way it is. So that's tablet. That was easy. Not so bad. Well, you know, some so bad, but this is pretty good. I'm happy with this. It's simple, it's easy, and it's starting to set us up for desktop. So yeah, that's our tablet, and let's move on to our desktop. So we got everything, you know, max width out, and yeah, this should all just transfer well. So now we're going to go to desktop, and that will be the desktop video, and hopefully that is you know, just as easy as this. So see you in the next one.